I'm going to let you in on a writing secret here. This is probably the most important writing advice I can give to anybody. If you craft your story correctly, especially with your characterization, by halfway through a story, hey, guess where I'm at with One Piece? Gee, I wonder what brought this to mind. By halfway through your story, the audience should be able to predict the main character's behavior in any situation. If Luffy walked into a bank and somebody was on stilts, was pretending to be like the bank guard, and he was on stilts, like, they're doing a celebration, right? And they hired somebody to be on stilts, and I have a friend who's a stilt walker. He gets hired for all kinds of things, weddings, birthday parties. And so this bank has hired somebody on stilts, and he's dressed as a dollar bill, like a really tall dollar bill, right? So Luffy walks into the bank, and he sees this. What do you think his reaction would be? You know what his reaction would be. I know, I'm not even going to say it. We all know what his reaction would be, right? We know exactly how he'd react to it. Seeing a really tall, 12-foot tall human dollar bill, right? We can predict his behavior because his characterization has been consistent. He's been consistently characterized throughout the course of these 505, I think, 506 episodes. Consistently characterized. So, we can predict his behavior moving forward. We can predict Nami's behavior. We can predict Sanji's behavior, Usopp, Frankie, who am I forgetting? Chopper. Well, can't believe I forgot Chopper, man. Chopper. Robin. Like Zoro. All these characters. Maybe not Frankie because we just haven't spent enough time with him. But the rest of them, we can predict their behavior in any given situation. And we're going to be pretty accurate. Now, here's where the really cool writing trick comes into play, okay? You've done this work. You've correctly characterized these characters. You've put in the work. You built the foundation. You've established characterization. You make sure to keep it consistent. Now characters can change, but like we see the change happening. That's what I'm talking about with consistency. So now you present the character in a new situation. The audience predicts what they think is going to happen. If they don't do it consciously, subconsciously, you have predicted. You have an expectation of how this character is going to behave. And they do the opposite of what you think is going to happen. They do the opposite of what you predict is going to happen. That's how you subvert expectations. Game of Thrones writers, if you're listening, which I know you're not because your heads are up your asses so you can't hear anybody else. Game of Thrones writers, that is how you subvert expectations. You establish the expectations because you do the groundwork and you keep the characterization consistent. Unlike Game of Thrones. You keep the characterization consistent, so then you establish an expectation, and then the character does the opposite. My favorite example of this is, I can't remember the chick's name, but one of my favorite side characters we'll probably never see again. I love her. The girl who can paint and take over your body, right? Or whatever it is. I think she can take over your will. She takes command of you somehow by painting. I just love that. There's just something about it I really like. Also, I think she had a funny expression on her face or something. Like, she's not really evil, but she kind of is. I don't know. It's cracking me up. But she did something. We didn't know what her power was, right? So she does something with her brush. And then everybody's like, hey, Luffy, why don't you help us? Help us escape. I think they were frozen in ice, right? And Luffy just looks at me and goes, no. That's my favorite moment in the entire series. Because I was floored. I was like, what the fudge is happening here? I was blown away. I was like, what the hell's going on, man? I had an expectation, and they subverted the expectation. Now, like when you do that, when you have an expectation established, and then you subvert it, there has to be a logical reason for it. Another good example, Angel Season 2, he does something really heinous like halfway through the season. And then so we're like, wow, I can't believe he did it, but we kind of understand why he did it. And then they double down at the end of the same episode. And he does something else, even more outrageous. Like something completely unexpected. It's completely subverting all of our expectations, and then they go to credits, right? And then they eventually explain what's going on. You finally get it. Okay, yeah, we understand what he's doing. You have to explain it after the fact, and it has to make sense. It has to be consistent with the other characterization. It's just it wasn't obvious there was going to be this swerve until after it happens, right? And I bring all this up not just because we're halfway through the series, so now I feel like we're really locked in. We can really understand these characters, but I feel like this is a pivot point for Luffy. There could be a swerve. His characterization could change from here in an unexpected way. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to change. I don't think we'll be able to predict his behavior moving forward for the next little bit. We'll have to see some things happen, see him respond to some things, and then we'll get our footing. Okay, yeah, now we can predict him again. He just had a huge sea change. He had a huge thing happen to him. And yes, he's falling back to his friends. He's going to try to find his friends. But he's going to be a different person, I think. So this is very interesting. This is going to be very exciting. I'm excited to, I'm sure we'll eventually find the crew again. And we will eventually, the show will be like it was. I don't know if it'll ever be like it was, though, because even when the crew's back together, he's going to be different. I'm interested to see, because as good as, I guess we're calling it the War of the Best, that is a terrible name. I don't like that name. But I guess that's what we're calling it, right? The War of the Best. That was very exciting. It was very plot-driven. I enjoyed all of it. But I like previous arcs more because we had our crew together. And that was a show I fell in love with. And I don't know where we're going to have that show again. It'll be interesting to see if the crew's back together, if I've recaptured my love for the show, like, to the extent that it was before, right? I'm always going to love the show, right? But, like, what we had for the first 350, 400 episodes, or whatever it was, that was my ideal. That was the perfect show. Now, of course, shows are going to evolve, right? Like, so, look, I'm just saying. I get it. I understand. Like, you can't be stagnant. You can't be the same show for 1,000 episodes. But it will be interesting to see how I feel about this moving forward. But yeah, so that's the best writing advice I can give you. Like, concretely establish expectations for the characters. Know your audience. Know your audience is going to expect something. It would almost be like, okay, Hermione just comes in one day and she's like, F the homework. That's subverting expectations. Now, you have to do something a little bit more with that. But, like, that's kind of what I'm talking about, right? You have a clear expectation and they don't respond the way we think, then the audience is floored. So that's a good way to do that. All right, you know where we are, and you know where we're going. 3, 2, 1. War the best. How dare you be weak? I definitely heard Luffy's name this time. I don't know what it means, but I heard it. That's a nice little transition from the map. Is it calm, though? How calm are we? Probably not very. He's just chilling. Hey, man. That's not even going to feed one person, but, not bad. Uh-oh, a chill wind. Who's coming? Somebody's coming. Oh, shit. These Sea Kings are a goddamn problem, man. I'm not saying exterminate. I'm not saying a fish genocide, but, like, we gotta do something about these goddamn Sea Kings. It looks like somebody is, man. Somebody's tearing that ass up. He's getting his ass kicked is what's happening. Is that Jimby out there? Oh. No, it's not the submarine. The submarine was already here. Somebody kicked his ass. Yeah. Like I said, get him out of here. It's scary around here. That's a person did that. Who the hell is that? Who the hell are you? Never heard of him. Oh shit! The hell are you doing here? Yeah, we remember. Recognize. Recognize. Yeah, that Sea King tried to start some shit. I swam beyond the. That's what I'm saying. He swam all the way here. What a badass. It's entirely the point. Don't waste the Sea King. Bring him in here, man. Let's eat him. Why are you always scared, Bee Poo? He better bear better recognize. You looking for him? Does he have glasses on his forehead? He swam with glasses. That's be more badass than kill the Sea King. Yeah. Please don't. I like the giant girl. She's hilarious. They're all funny though. Somebody need to do something for you. He needs new clothes. It's about time he gets a new fit. We're halfway through the series. They bring all this damn food. Yeah. You can't. Can I have a feeling she can't control this island and be in charge? Are you doing that red rum shit? Oh boy. If she's married, I don't think she can be in charge, can she? She's got to get her ass out of here. You can't talk sense to her, man. What you don't know about wedding vows? Basically, he's got to bang some walls before you're married. It's that simple. He's going to tell you your friends aren't there. At least they weren't 3 days ago when you left. Where the hell did they go? He ran them off, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, this is an unexpected reunion, man. He had to clean his glasses after swimming with them. He don't want to be followed, man. These two know each other, right? Just by reputation, I guess. Good shit. You seem like you're ready to fight, man. Step back. He still seems like himself. I don't know. We'll see. Where'd they go? I guess they got scared of me and left. They're out of here, huh? I guess once a living legends show up, they're out of here, man. Like they don't want that smoke. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't hate Bear Poo. I'm just saying, he seems kind of cowardly. Then why'd you leave? You could have saw him again here in 2 minutes, man. Yeah, were you hitting that? Why are you so excited? Listen to his voice, man. I've never heard him sound sexy before. What you doing, dude? Yeah, well, I want to hear this long story. He's been hitting that, hasn't he? He's been smashing. Stop poking my watermelon. What a psycho. You hungry? Hey, don't get your possessed demon eyes on me. Hey, he was starving, man. Jimmy was starving. You hear him? Yeah, that's a problem, man. Eating is living, I suppose. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We get it. Just eat. Being hungry is not a character trait. One chunk of meat and you'll be all right. He's Jimmy's giving me grandmother energy. Like he's like his grandmother doting over him, right? Here, here, eat this. Here, eat this. Don't be going big head on me. Hey man, that snake seems a little too excited. He didn't even know he's gonna find Luffy here. He came here on business. He's here to play, man. He put on his cologne, slicked his hair back. Let's see. He knew exactly what he was here for, and he wasn't expecting Luffy. Yep. We're gonna have to kick your ass. Right. I see what you're saying. At first, I thought they said he was a security risk. She just noticed. Hancock was acting weird, man. Nobody picked up on that. Kuma, right? What did he do? Whisper to you? Really? Really? I see. Monkey Chan. The hell you doing here? Well, shit. This is fascinating. There was a purpose to it. It was for the revolution. I see. He had some help. Right. He is crushing that food, man. Yeah. She could be persuaded. He put it together, man. She knows how she thinks. Yeah. Hey, man. So he was expecting Luffy here. Okay, gotcha. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Plus, they don't have all that information. What is our business? After I finish eating. They're not there, dude. Yes, that's exactly what he wants. How dare you question him? got smoked. That's what happened. By the way, thank you for bringing up that trauma. Get stronger. As we are now, we can't beat these guys. Get stronger. They all went to some place that could get them stronger. I believe they did. I believe all of them, if we were to track it back, they all went to some place that would get them stronger. At this point, he thinks they're dead. That's a precursor to his grief race. Are you saying you got to get stronger? Still? I feel like he's gotten stronger since that happened. So what are you proposing, old man? Really? So, in other words, you're saying we're not going to see him soon. Well, is he going to train him or some shit? I like how they went to the map for that. I think he's not very strong as a big fat ass, but this he is getting more powerful here. I think he's going to learn some shit, skills, maybe be a bigger person. I don't know. So he'll. I mean, I do think if we were to look through it all, like for instance, maybe Mihawk can train Zoro. Like I mean, that seems unlikely, but like who knows? Frankie finding that laboratory could definitely help him improve, right? Like, so I think they can all get better, stronger. Yeah, dumbass. Fortunately, I have bandages which solve everything. Yeah. Did he say the foreskin? I don't want to be pushed back to the foreskin. I'm sorry. Well, shit. Stop adding ends to everything. Yeah, I'm out of here. Wrecked. Great. Right. Those giant birds from the other island, right? Come up in here and get smashed. Yeah, that's a lot of pork. That's right. This island's about to eat. Good shit. You think you're gonna eat, it's gonna eat. Yeah, good shit. Yep. Blow that flower up. Oh, there's a lot more of them. How many exploding stars do you have? What are you, Jack? Get out of my face. He has a lot of exploding stars, actually. Jesus. That's right. I'm taking you all out. Burn it to the ground. Here they go. Ha 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 ha. Yep. Everything must go. Disgusting. What an ecosystem. Chomp. He said, hold on to a tree, fat ass. Well, Usopp's dead. I'm not going to keep saving your big ass. Incompetent. He got motivated. Doing the wrong thing is worse than doing nothing at all. Dumbass. Here's another voice actor who's killing it, by the way. Bravo. Like most deadly things, this island's actually pretty. Agreed, but you gotta be smart about it, not stupid about it. Dude is so effing dramatic, man. You know, the Kuma reveal is so obvious in retrospect that like I really feel stupid for not putting that together. They showed him on the boat with Dragon, man. Like they showed him there. But people even pointed out in the comments, "Hey, dumbass. Hey, look over there. See that? Who's that standing behind Dragon? Hey, dumbass. Put the pieces together. One plus one. Ah, curses. No, like it should have been obvious, man. Especially once we saw Never Dragon. Even though that was pretty far into it. That was only a couple episodes ago. It's an inside job. He's working for the Revolution. So, does that mean that the pacificists, whatever, the cyborgs, have a fatal flaw? Or, I mean, they have to, right? Because, like, he gave up his life. He gave up his life. He's going to die. Basically, to complete the creation of these weapons, right? He wouldn't knowingly do that if there wasn't if it wasn't like a Death Star, there's some fatal flaw in the thing that's going to end up biting the government in the ass. They're going to turn on them, maybe a keyword the dragon could use or something. They suddenly flip. They flip the script and they turn on the government. That's got to be what's going on, right? It explains everything. Like literally, everything just clicked into place as soon as they said that shit. It's why he's such a kiss ass, because that's double agent. It's going to be a kiss ass. Snape. Oh, yes, Mr. Voldemort. Yes, sir, Mr. Voldemort. Can I wipe your ass for you, Mr. Voldemort? I'll do anything you want, Mr. Voldemort. Yes, yes, yes. Snape's kissing that ass, man. That's what double agents do. God, it was so obvious, man. I should have seen it, man. It's incredibly obvious. There has to be. Nothing was making sense until they said that. It was an inside job, man. The Dragon's playing a long game. He sent them all someplace to make them stronger. I can console myself by thinking I was at least half on it, right? Because I did say it seemed like they were sent to specific places that matched their personalities. Like, Chopper wasn't sent to Battle Island with Giggling Ghost Girl and Mihawk, right? Usopp wasn't sent to, Love Island or whatever that is, wherever that is that Sanji's at. Sanji wasn't sent to, secret cyborg laboratory island. So like everybody was sent to a specific place that suited them. I put that together. What I couldn't put together is why, and now it all makes sense. So, wow. What a revelation. Hunter, I think it was, it told me like we're not going to find out for a long time. I assume this is it. This episode is the finding out. It was fucking at least 100 episodes, right? Somewhere around there. So yeah, this is crazy, man.